Good morning, girls. Good morning, class 11. Girls, due to no network connectivity yesterday, I could not further my lecture. I am forwarding the lecture today. That includes the financial state, the adjustments that were to be covered yesterday and today. Remember, now we were doing financial statements with adjustments. Now we have discussed, girls, the financial statements. There are two types of financial statements, the income statements and the position statement. And the meaning of both and the breakdown of both we have discussed in detail. Now we'll proceed to adjustments. The first 9 adjustments were done with you yesterday, beginning with I told you, see, this year we discussed closing stock if given as adjustments, outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, depreciation. That means all those things. Then we discussed accrued income, unearned income, interest on capital, interest on drawing, then interest on loan. All these 9 adjustments were discussed in detail, the meaning and the treatment in financial statements. Now, children, proceeding next with the 10th, a very important very important adjustment called the bad debts. Now, what are bad debts? Bad debts means the debts which are bad. Common English term, debts which are bad. But what are debts? Debt means those people to whom we have sold goods on credit, and those people are our debtors. The goods have been sold to them on credit, but are, because of certain reasons, it could be because of dishonesty, they do not intend to return the payment, or maybe insolvency, or confusion or forgetfulness. They are confused regarding the payment procedure, and they have left the town, left the country, and the payment is irrecoverable. That means on any grounds, providing besides these, there may be other grounds. On any grounds, if the debt that has been lent on credit, debts become irrecoverable, it will be called a bad debt. That means that debt that is no more good is termed bad debt. So no more good means it becomes a loss. A very important thing to understand, that it is always a loss. And the first thing that should come to your mind as far as treatment is concerned for this item bad debt is, it is a loss. And losses means it will be debited in the P&L account. It will be debited. It is a loss, so it will be debited in the P&L account. That means when you make the P&L account here, the P&L account, it will be shown on the debit side here as bad debts. This will be shown here in the amount on the debit side of P&L account. Secondly, the second treatment of this bill, that they are the amount. This is the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, the amount is recorded on the asset side as debtors. The debtors are those people to whom goods have been sold on credit, and goods will be recovered. The debt will be recovered. But this is the amount of bad debt which will not be recovered. We have termed this as bad debt. So it reduces the amount of debts which are recovered. So bad debts will be shown as a deduction from the debtors on the asset side of balance sheet. Remember, I told you all the adjustments, they have a dual treatment, a dual effect. Once on the income statement and once could be on the balance sheet. In the income statement, being a loss, it will be debited in the P&L account. And secondly, from the debtors, it will be subtracted because it reduces the amount of debts, reduces the amount of recoverable debt. On any of these grounds, the debt that has become irrecoverable, it is irrecoverable, will not be recovered. So the debt that are recovered recoverable debt are our assets, so assets are getting reduced, so it will be shown as a deduction from the amount of assets. Clear? Next, now we proceed with the next thing. After knowing this, as this is the adjustment, now the next thing, girls, when every time there is, when we are carrying on with the business, it is not only once that the business will get the bad debts. It is not once a time appearing debt or once a time happening loss. This type of bad debt, it is not out of, you may be selling goods on credit to 1000 people during the year. In full year, in thousands of transactions, you have sold credit transaction maybe 1000 times. Though this is very less, I am quoting. But out of thousands, let us minimize, maybe 1000 credit transactions have been done by the end of the year, which are still recoverable. Out of this 1000, maybe we remember maybe 10 are irrecoverable. So this time it is 1000 transaction, 10 are recoverable. Next time will be 2000 transaction, maybe 20 are recoverable. Third year it will be 3000 transaction, maybe 30 are irrecoverable. So every time certain number of transactions out of the total credit transaction happens to be irrecoverable. It does happen. Maybe it is recovered later, but by the end of the running financial year, it is irrecoverable. When it is irrecoverable, it will be termed as bad debt. When bad debts are happening so frequently, then why should we wait for the last date to ascertain that this is a loss, and from the profits then this loss will be subtracted? That means it reduces the profit, the running profit. If we know this is going to happen, a known loss, remember, a known loss with a amount which is not very accurately decided, it is called a provision. When we make arrangements for a known loss, like we did for depreciation, remember, depreciation, it is that the asset value that is going to reduce every year. It will reduce, but how much of asset will be used, that we do not know with reasonable accuracy. So we provide for that, and that amount that we reduce from the profit on account of that loss is called a provision. So when something is going to happen, a known loss, it will happen, we do not know how much. It could be 30, it could be 20, it could be 10. So it is always wiser for a businessman, keeping the principle of prudence or conservatism in mind, that we know that it will going to be a known loss. So why don't we provide for it? When we provide for it, the amount that is kept aside from the profit will be called a provision. It is a provision. So we keep a provision for the bad and doubtful debts that may happen during the running financial year. This provision that is kept, the treatment, this is the meaning that I've told you. Now the treatment of this, when we are keeping aside an amount, when an amount is kept aside every year for a certain reason, for the bad debts that are going to happen, we have to keep the treatment ready. Financial statements have to disclose that, and financial statement means two types of statements. This is the P&L and this is the balance sheet. These are the two types of financial statements. How do we show it in the P&L? The amount of bad debts that are given in the trial balance will be shown on the debit side of P&L account, that I just discussed with you in the previous page. I discussed that with you. The amount of bad debts that are given to us as a loss are always given to us on the debit side of trial balance. Means it is a loss and will be shown on debit side of P&L account as well. Inside the trial balance, in this. But if it is given as adjustment, means two treatments have to be given. One treatment, this is the single treatment. First treatment, it will come here, and second treatment, it will be subtracted from the debtors. This also we have just discussed. This is the second treatment. Now, in case we are providing for that amount, we are wise enough, keeping the concept and the principle of conservatism and prudence in mind, we are providing for that known loss. So what is this known loss? That is also a loss. That new provision will be shown, will be added to the amount of, this is the new provision. We are providing for that. That means this provision is added on the bad debts. It increases the amount of loss. Bad debts were already there, and plus we also are arranging for further bad debts which may happen. That is prudence. We are keeping those things in mind which may happen. So we are going to add this new provision. Add this new provision means it will be subtracted from the debtors also. That means we are adding the new provision. Loss is added. Loss is added means recoverable debt is also getting subtracted. So new provision will be, in case it is given beside the further bad debts, will be added to the bad debts and subtracted from the debtors. In case new provision is also given and further bad debts, this is the new provision is also given and the bad debts are also given in the adjustment. See girls, one important thing, whatever bad debts are given in the adjustments are called further bad debts. This is the adjustment. Further bad debts first will be added. The first aspect, the first treatment in the final financial statements will be balance sheet, debtors minus the further bad debts. From this amount that is left, on this amount the new provision will be created on the decided percentage. I'll show it to you here. This is the P&L account and this is the balance sheet. The P&L account. The first treatment of further bad debts, this is now bad debts. These are adjustments. Under the trial balance, at the bottom of the trial balance, the adjustments are showing the bad debts. These bad debts are called the further bad debts. If further bad debts are given, the first thing will be, the first treatment is they always reduce the debtors. Debtors on the asset side of balance sheet minus the further bad debts. On the amount that is left, on this amount, at that rate, at the decided rate, new provision will be calculated. This new provision will be calculated and also subtracted from the amount of debtors. This new provision will be calculated on this and it will be subtracted from the amount of debtors. This is the net amount of debtors that will be shown in the outer column of the balance sheet. It will be shown in the major amount column here on in the balance sheet. Now the same thing will be taken on the debit side of P&L account also. P&L account, suppose bad debts have been given the trial balance. Those bad debts will automatically come here. The first thing will be, you will write bad debts in the debit side of P&L account. Debit side of P&L account will show the bad debts. The first thing will be now add the amount of further bad debts plus further bad debts. What are further bad debts? The bad debts given in the adjustments. Then this new provision calculated. This new provision is calculated at that rate. This new provision will also be added. That means this is the amount of loss that is happening in the major amount column. So in the amount column, this is the amount column, debit side. This may be the credit side. So on the debit side of P&L account, what are you showing? Bad debts plus further bad debts plus new provision. This is the new provision. And then this is the total amount that will come here. This is the amount that will come here. This amount. That is the treatment for further bad debts. Clear? Once again, the provision and we also given provision has to be maintained at 5% on debtors. This will be called the new provision. Now, how are we showing that? सबसे पहले बैलेंस शीट माइनस फर्दर बैड डेट्स, माइनस कर दिया फर्दर बैड डेट्स, आ गया दिस अमाउंट. इसके ऊपर न्यू प्रोविजन कैलकुलेट किया एट 5%. वी कैलकुलेट 5%. 5% कैलकुलेट करके ऑल्सो सब्ट्रैक्ट दैट, एंड दिस इज द टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ debtors that will come in the amount column of the balance sheet. Now the P&L account. P&L account has already got bad debts in the trial balance. This is that bad debt. This bad debt plus adjustment wala bad debt, that is further bad debt, plus this new provision that is calculated added. This is the total amount that is called the bad debt. पहले वाला bad debt, अब वाला bad debt plus provision जो create किया है. This will be shown as the bad debt amount. Clear? Now let us see this in the textbook. It is very clearly given to us in the textbook. See, I'll show you. Bad debts. What are bad debts? The persons to whom goods have been sold on credit are known as debtors. Sometimes, due to dishonesty, death, or insolvency of the debtor, full amount is not recovered from him. When it becomes certain that particular amount will not be recovered, it is known as bad debt. Bad debt is undoubtedly a loss to the firm and is therefore written on the debit side of the P&L account. I'm underlining it. Debit side of P&L account. Bad debts are given. If bad debts are given in adjustments, they will also be shown at one more place, that is deducted from the debtors on the asset side of balance sheet. Deducted from the debtors on the asset side of balance sheet. See here, the example shows the bad debts given in the trial balance and sundry debtors are also given in the trial balance. Both the things have been given to us in the trial balance. And one more line is given at the bottom of the trial balance. Write off further bad debt rupees 10,000. Whether children the word here further is used or not, but whatever bad debts are given in the adjustments are the further bad debts. एक bad debt तो दिया ही हुआ है and adjustment में भी दिया हुआ है, so this adjustment वाला is further bad debt. ठीक है? How do we treat? Treatment in the financial statements, it will be added to the bad debts of rupees 8,000. This bad debts of 8,000. We are showing 8,000 यहाँ है ट्रायल बैलेंस में, P&L अकाउंट में. We show two bad debts 8,000 plus further bad debts. Further bad debts कितना था? 10,000 plus further bad debts 10,000. And balance sheet में कितना हो गया? Debtors have been given to us in the trial balance. ये debtors दिया हुआ trial balance में. Minus bad debts here. If new provision is also given, see here, I'll show you. New provision has been debited to profit and loss account. So profit and loss account to provision for bad and doubtful debts. That is a journal entry. Profit and loss account we show to provision for bad and doubtful. Provision is always a loss. I told you provision is a known loss. So it will come on the debit side. This is a provision which we have been given in the adjustments. If provision given in the adjustment will be called new provision. If it is given in the balance sheet, adjustments, then two treatments. One's debit side of P&L account and second minus from the debtors. If both the things have been given, further bad debts also and the provision also, then the amount of bad debt is added to the amount of new provision on the debit side of P&L account. And the amount of amount of old provision. This is the provision given in the trial balance. I'll just tell you about old provision. See here, the adjustment of all the three. If debtors have been given to us, if further bad debts have been given in the adjustment, सबसे पहले debtors में से further bad debts will be subtracted. आ गया. On the calculated amount for the bad debts के बाद जो net amount आएगा, on that calculate that new provision and subtract that new provision. जो calculate किया calculate करके supposing now this amount of debtors is 1000. Further bad debt दिया हुआ 100. हो गया 1100 and amount at the rate of new provision is at the rate of 10% on this 1100. So 10% on 1100 means 110 rupees. We calculate and subtract this amount of new provision. 990. We get rupees 990. How do we show this in the P&L account? In the P&L account, it will be shown, suppose bad debts in the trial balance have been given as rupees 500 plus further bad debts of this rupees 100 plus new provision is of rupees 110. This total amount 500 plus 100 600 plus 110 770 rupees. This will be the amount of bad debt that will be shown in the debit side of P&L account. This is debit side of P&L account. Am I clear? Okay, now we proceed with little more advancement. I think I should take the next video now.